That Elijah Mitchell O-line TD broke the will of the Bears defense and changed the entire game. Maybe even the entire team. Niners needed that one. Yeah, I agree. At the end, Ebukam had a sack, and then Elijah Mitchell had a 39-yard run. That was the game. 39-yard run, end of game. Thank you very much. Thanks for playing. Elijah Mitchell doesn't get enough credit. It's funny. Whenever Kyle Shanahan has a good running back, Kyle gets the credit. But when that guy gets hurt, people are like, well, Kyle doesn't have his running back. Play like Dookie, fans want Trey. Underdog mentality. Jimmy plays decent, fans defend Jimmy. Plays like Dookie, the Jimmy cycle. I saw that on Twitter. It was funny. It was funny. I'm not mad at Jimmy. I'm glad. Dude, he played a good game today. Good for you, dude. You did it in front of your family, in front of your hometown. You rose up. Great. Trade him. This is business. I'm sorry, man. The Niners suck at home. SC bad juju. You think the Niners could trade, for example, Jimmy won today. Good story. You think the Bears would trade for him? If the Niners were like, hey, we'll trade you Jimmy for Justin Fields, what do you think the Bears would say? They'd be like, no. That's what they would say. No. How about no? Maybe they know he's getting traded. Oh. I hadn't thought of that. But you guys saw what I saw, right? You saw what I saw, right? They just walked away from dude. I don't know. What is that sound that people make when you scroll through things? You always do that. You always do that. What is that? I hate that. I'm going to stop doing that. Did Justin Fields show today that he should have been the pick over Lance? No! What Justin Fields showed today is that he's allowed to play football and Lance isn't. I don't get it. I still like Lance's skill set better than Fields, but Fields was good. I like that. Fields is good, man. Fields made like 3 or 4 plays in that game. I was like, damn. With that face, too. The face, the look, everything. I like Fields. I think Lance is going to be better than him. Hold on. Grant, you're a POS nerd little reporter like your daddy. Oh, thank you. You sound like my dad. I appreciate it, man. My dad's in the Jewish Sports Hall of Fame. How about that? Are you in the Jewish Sports Hall of Fame? I don't think so. How about that? Joey says, look at the locker room speech with Jimmy. They were screaming for him. You're tripping, Cohn. Okay. I'm sure some people were. All I know is Brandon Ayuk just walked away from him. But I'm sure Mike McGlinchey was singing his heart out. Mike McGlinchey seems like the kind of guy who sings Sweet Caroline really loud at parties. He seems like the kind of guy who would like stand up in the bus and start banging on the roof. Bah, bah, bah. Good time never felt so good. And then like McGlinchey's like, so good, so good, so good. He's like, man, I love that song, man. Just me and my bros. McGlinchey. I'm sorry. That's the kind of guy that I think McGlinchey is. Once again, Mike McGlinchey getting under my skin. Playing fine. When he gets on the radio, he talks like he's the coach of the team. He's talking about the linebackers. He's talking about the direction of the franchise. It's like, dude, you're the one person I've ever seen get elected captain and then voted out the next year. You were a one-term captain. I've never heard of a one-term captain. One-term captain, Mike McGlinchey. Don't think my comment went earlier, but I said, wow, Jimmy could throw deep even if it was the Bears. Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. I said to run Mitchell and take shots and no Murray. Dude, you're good. You called it. Jimmy looked good against a beat-up secondary. That's it. Same goes for Fields. Don't get excited. No, I'm getting excited. What happened with Brandon and Jimmy? I missed it. Oh, it was just little. It was after Jimmy's second touchdown. You know, you go over and celebrate as an offense. You scored a freaking touchdown. And everyone eventually made their way to Jimmy, but Brandon Ayuk just left. He was gone. I thought it was interesting because I don't feel like they have a chemistry at all. I think most of Ayuk's production came with Mullins and Beathard last year. I feel like Ayuk could reasonably have some, not ill will, but blame Jimmy for the perception that Ayuk's having a bad season because Ayuk's not. Ayuk's a good player. Ayuk's really good. And I think the limitation of the quarterback is making him look worse than he is. He's running down the field. Quarterback's not getting him the ball. Today, he got the ball behind the line of scrimmage. Looked good. Had a great punt return. Debo and Ike walked away real quick. They want Trey. I don't know. I just noticed it. You noticed it too. I don't know. And these are things that'll come out if they lose a million games in a row. But they won today. And you know what? If they win again next week, maybe Brandon Ayuk will learn to love Jimmy Garoppolo and vice versa. But I couldn't help but notice. Worked today and met a lot of Niner fans. Most of them think that Trey should sit out for the whole year, which is different compared to most Coneheads' opinions. Look, the conservative play is to sit the rookie quarterback the whole year, right? That's the conservative approach. The NFL is a conservative league. I understand that. But I just feel like everyone's going to wake up in 2022. The Niners coming off maybe a playoff berth, maybe not. And everyone's going to say, okay, now Trey's a starter. And you're going to be surprised when he's making rookie mistakes as a second-year guy. Like, well, maybe you should have just planned for the future and got him on the field when you knew the season wasn't going anywhere. Bears are trash. Where is this against a remotely decent team? Thank you. And they were losing at halftime. Like, they had to, dig deep and pull out the victory, and they were cheering. They were so freaking happy after the game. Like, this team was in the Super Bowl less than 2 years ago, and they're cheering about a victory over Marquise Goodwin and the Bears. The Bears feature Marquise Goodwin heavily on offense. The Niners beat them barely. No, not barely. I'm not going to say barely. But they had to really dig deep in the second half to pull out that victory. All right. That's the end of the show. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow with Vish. Mondays with Vish. Tomorrow. I got an early flight out of Chicago. 5 o'clock your time. So I'll be it. I didn't mean barely. I take back barely. They won by 11. But they were down by 1 at halftime. And it was close until the fourth quarter, until the Bears collapsed. Not barely in here. Hold on. Where's that barely? The coach. He doesn't like me at all. Anyway, look, I don't want to rain on your parade. Niners won. Go feel like the Niners are going to run the table, all right? Go to sleep tonight thinking about the playoffs. Because why not? That's what being a football fan is all about. Notice the short recaps when the fans win. Dude, I got dinner reservations in 15 minutes. I got dinner reservations with my wife, Matt Mayoko, Ann Killian, Ira Miller, Eric Branch. I got seats at the VIP table tonight. And I've been trying to make this dinner. So as much as I'd like to take abuse from the coach tonight, I'm going to go have dinner with the Hall of Famer, Ira Miller, and Matt Mayoko, and the other heavy hitters of the Bay Area press group. So sorry you can't come, but I'm definitely going to go. And I'm going to have a great freaking time. I'm going to really enjoy myself. You know why? Because the 49ers won. That's why. That's why I'm so happy tonight. When we lose, you put up an hour-long monologue. F out of here. I really don't. My post-game rants are about 40 minutes. This one's 45. Why don't you time it next time, coach? Why don't you pull out your stopwatch next time and time it? Boom! I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. And enjoy that win. I will.